Season 3 of Chefs and Deliciousness starts right now. Woo!
And here we are back in for the edition of Trey's Chow Down Live. I almost hit myself in the head with a microphone. I'm here today with Josh and Zach. Guys, how you doing?
How are you, sir?
Good. We're going to get into their story, which they've got a great story. We're going to get into their story here in a few minutes. But right now, we'll talk about some updates we have. All right. I want to talk a little bit about Newton Cellar. Y'all know Master Chef Mike Newton's been on my show. He's on Master Chef with Gordon Ramsay. They became pretty good friends. His new restaurant I've been talking about for the last 2 months. It's now open from Wednesday through Sunday. And he has got some fantastic dishes. Well, I'm going to throw some up here. He's got a chicken fried tomahawk ribeye. And it just, you can see right there, it's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And a Philly cheesesteak. You can see it right there. It's beautiful. And he's just slinging some unbelievable stuff out there.
Man.
It's in Stephenville, downtown Stephenville. If y'all have not been there, you can check it out. You probably need to make reservations for you to drive out there, but you need to check it out. All right, and Trulux, all the Trulux steakhouses in Texas have got a new sweet dessert, Fruity Pebble Cheesecake.
Good.
Yeah, they sent that to me. I was like, I haven't tried it yet, but it looked pretty interesting. Of course, sometimes the pictures look different than when you get there.
Oh yeah,
Marketing,
but nowadays if you got Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and TikTok and TikTok and all that stuff, it's got to look good.
Yeah,
it's got to look good when people get there. Trinity Groves is building a new beer garden. In the story, you can go to our Trey's Chow Down, but Phil Romano, it's huge. It's gonna be a huge area. They're gonna have burgers, beers. It's an actual beer garden and all kinds of hot dogs. And he asked some guys that knew some graffiti artist and had a bunch of graffiti artists come in and graffiti all the walls. It's going to be a pretty cool looking place. Cool. So that's going to be at Trinity Groves. It's going to be up real soon. You can go to Trinity Groves website and check it out. All right, next Friday morning, ABC, we've got our biggest show of the year, our best burgers, and we're doing best burgers for 2020 and 2021 in one show, because everybody knows why, just because of COVID. So we hadn't been on ABC in a year. We're back on the Plaza, 2 hours on ABC and then 30 minutes on Facebook with the ABC Daybreak staff over there. Always have a good time. We're going to show the best burgers. We're going to show 7 of the top best burgers in DFW. So check it out next week. If you can't be there, if you got to get up and go to work or whatever, TiVo it or tape it or whatever you want to do to it. Put your phone up in front of it and video it, however you want to see it. That's next week, Channel 8, Daybreak. All right. And then if you've not been to Drink with Trey, y'all need to go to Drink with Trey. We're doing drinks, bars, and great memes. Have you seen that? I do a lot of great memes on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I do a lot of them. Some kind of little edgy.
Love the memes.
Little edgy, but it's fun. It's fun. Have a good time. And then May 12th, Tuesday, we're doing a big deal here at the Country Network telethon. It's going to be live on the Country Network nationwide on their network, and it'll be on the app and on our Facebook. So check that out next Tuesday. May 12th is going to be a big party on the Country Network, and everybody's going to be involved. And we got a guy drinking out of a Buc-ee's cup over here.
Love Buc-ee's.
Love Buc-ee's. Who doesn't love Buc-ee's? You know they're a $1 billion company now.
Oh, guaranteed.
He started with that one. I see. I love success stories, and that's another reason y'all are here. But his story is phenomenal.
Oh, that's great.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And everybody's now trying to get. I just don't think you can get big stores. I just don't think you're going to have the allure that Buc-ee's has.
No, never.
No, you can't. You can't mess with the beaver.
No.
Stay away from the beef.
Stay away from the beef. They had a big old. I go to all of them, and they had Buc-ee's T-shirts for face masks. Did you ever see that?
Oh, yeah.
On this, I'm like, man.
They had great marketing.
Yeah, great marketing.
Branding. One right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was late one night and I hopped on Buc-ee's back, man, got up on his back and Janet shot a picture. I mean, it was one of the best pictures I ever did. It was cool. That thing ain't going nowhere. It's cemented in the ground. So, all right, guys. So let's talk about interurban. We're going to talk about Oklahoma Food Championships. We're going to talk about it all. So where are y'all from originally?
So I grew up in Wetumpka, Oklahoma.
Wetumpka.
Yeah.
That's Wetumpka.
Yeah, Wetumpka.
Where is that?
So it's kind of southeastern Oklahoma, in Hughes County. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, to be honest.
Farm ranch?
No, my mom was a teacher. We lived in town. That was about it.
But is major agriculture around there, farm and ranch?
A lot of natural gas.
A lot of natural gas. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that pays too.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
A little bitty town called Wellston, Oklahoma. It's just right down Route 66 out of, if you're going east, out of like Edmond, Oklahoma City area towards Tulsa.
Right.
We're just a little blip right
Okay.
there on that road.
I think I remember now. We talked about this when I met y'all. I remember now, kind of come back to me, but it's just been a while ago. But yeah, and then y'all were in the military together, correct?
Correct.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
So when did y'all meet? How were you when you met?
20?
Forever ago?
Yeah, 20,
Forever
21.
ago. Look at you, ain't that old?
Yeah, 20, I
Just
believe.
turned 37.
Just
Yeah.
turned 37.
Yeah. Yeah.
You a spring chicken, brother.
I don't feel it. Tell that to my knees.
So y'all been friends. What I guess long
16 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 years.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
20 rounded up.
Uh-huh, yep.
I'm good about rounding up.
Yeah,
and
that's
rounding
great.
down. My girlfriend always says, "Why you always round up when it's for you and you round down when it's for me?" So y'all met, and y'all went to military together. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So where y'all in the military at? Where'd y'all serve?
Our base was out of Stillwater, Oklahoma, but we were deployed together in 08, 09 to Iraq, and then he deployed again a couple of years later.
So you did 2 and you did 1.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you? What was your experience about it?
Oh, it was crazy. Yeah, we're both military police officers, so as an MP, you do a lot of different jobs.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was an experience. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I don't know how do you even trust anybody in those countries? That's my whole deal. I mean, I don't know
don't.
who you trust. They all look. I'm not being mean. They all look. When you're over there, you're looking. You don't. All the stuff I watch, and I watch a lot of it on different news networks. I don't know who how I would know who to trust.
Yeah.
They don't wear uniforms.
No, they don't. No,
You trust the guy to your left and your right. That's it.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So how long were y'all in the military?
12.
12 years.
Yes, sir.
That's long. So how many times did you? Was that one? Do you have to re up every so often?
Every 6 years. Yeah.
So you did
I
twice.
did one reenlistment. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, same here.
Same
Yeah,
here,
We did
okay.
eight up front and then another 6, right?
I did 6 and 6.
6 and
Yeah.
6,
Yeah. Yeah.
so then y'all said that's it.
Yeah.
Going to go in the food business.
Yeah. That's right. We're already in it. Yeah.
You're already in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, what was the very first very first dive into the food business? What was that?
So I worked. Actually, it's when I was 16.
Right.
Where I'm from, we had a Dairy Queen.
Oh, boy.
And so 16 to 18, we had one of the original Dairy Queens in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And that's if you're a cool kid in high school, you worked at the Dairy
Yeah.
Queen. That's what I said at least.
Yeah.
But then when I moved to Oklahoma City, you never heard of a restaurant called Don Pablo's?
Don Pablo's.
Yeah, I think they still have some in Texas here.
Yeah, they do.
But I ran a Don Pablo's for a while, and then it turned into we sold out. Urban bought the building, and I was with Urban ever since.
Yeah, Don Pablo's used to be bigger, and they filed bankruptcy, and then they filed bankruptcy again. Now I don't even know if they only have a few now.
Yeah, I have no
a
idea.
couple.
Yeah,
yeah. They were very popular at one time.
They were.
I mean, they were everywhere.
They were.
So you left Don Pablo's, you went to Urban.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you are now.
Yep.
I did some stuff with y'all at Oklahoma Food Truck Championships last year.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to talk about that in a minute and show that video. How did the Oklahoma Food Truck Championships come about? How was that created?
So we brought that up a long time ago to the local chamber and just kind of say, hey, we've been to the Texas Food Truck Championship. We need one here in Oklahoma. So nothing ever came about, and me and him just decided, hey, well, let's throw it together and see what happens. And we started out with 12 food trucks, and by the time that day was over, me and him high-fived and said, hey, that's a good idea. Let's do it again.
Yeah, well, when I was there, it was huge. As a matter of fact, Ron, let's roll that video real quick and let everybody see that video.
We're here at the Oklahoma Food Truck Championship in Chickasha, Oklahoma. Come on down today. Let's chow down, baby!
Thank you very much for coming out. Okay, this was my favorite dish. This is the overall savory winner. Go Cajun, the Cajun boy. Woo! You look, that dish took a lot of time. That was a fantastic dish. Yeah. Hey, I need you to stand there for a minute because we have something else we want you to hear. The overall winner is also Go Cajun. Y'all, they took a lot of time on that dish, the plating and everything on that dish. Hi, I'm Trey Chapman, publisher of Trey'sChowdown.com. I'm passionate about finding the best food, drinks, and chefs and sharing it all with you. I should know I have over 5 decades of food experience. Find me on any podcast platform, Facebook Live, or just Google me. Now you can watch and listen to all my great finds every week on my live TV and radio podcast at Trey's Chowdown Live. Okay, we're back. That Go Cajun, they were on my show. That was a great show.
Yeah.
I like those guys. You said they got 2 trucks now?
Yeah, they have 2 trailers now.
They have 2 trucks now. When, and I know you told me, and I know you sent me the deal, but I don't remember because I stay busy and I don't remember things with ADD.
Yeah.
When is the new food truck show this year? Championships?
October 2nd.
October 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Good, so we got some time.
Yes, sir.
I want to see if I can get some Texas trucks up there because it's not. It took y'all 3 hours. We got home in 2 hours and 25 minutes. I don't know how fast you're driving, but we were rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to make a few pit stops.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Janet doesn't mess around.
Yeah,
we had to get home. I think we were going to an event at a bar, so we were hauling.
There you go.
Yeah.
Motivation.
Motivation. Whiskey. That's the motivation.
Yep.
So this year going to be the same same lineup. You got a bunch of the same trucks coming back.
We only got a few applications so far. I'd probably say half of them. But we're going to try to do 34 trucks this year.
Okay.
Instead of 30 from last year.
Yeah, and what's the time? What's the time? I remember you started in the morning.
Yeah, we do 10 to roughly about 8 or 9 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all.
Yeah,
It's all day.
It's a long
event.
day.
It's a long day, but it's okay because it's great because people can come and go.
Yep.
If they're working or if they got family stuff or if they got to ditch the kids or whatever.
I had several people tell me they came back 2 or 3 times during the day.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate so much doing that judging. My God,
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna pop.
People think that judging's a good thing, but then you start eating all that
People
stuff.
don't have any idea. They say I get this all the time. Oh, I want your job. No, you don't. No, you do not.
Yeah.
I literally, it's a job. It's 7 days a week. I work about 20 hours a day. I eat all the time.
Yeah.
I eat things. I have to eat things whether I like them or not. My palate's gotten a lot better since I started this years ago. But it's not. It looks fun. It's just like being a movie star. People say I want to be a movie star. I'm gonna tell you something. Those guys travel a lot. They work a lot, and only a few of them make it big. It's not.
Yeah.
It's just facade. Kind of what's behind the scenes.
yeah.
But I love doing it. I love doing what I do. That's why I do it. So.
Yep.
All right. So interurban. So let's talk about interurban. Interurban is in Oklahoma. And how did it get started?
So Interurban started back in 1976. 2 gentlemen by the name of Rusty Leffler and Robert Ross started. They're from Norman, Oklahoma. That's where the first restaurant started, an old train station. So that's where the name Interurban comes from. It's an old trolley station. So that's where we get our logo, and we're just American casual dining. We have brick oven pizza, we have CAB steaks, fresh burgers, chicken sandwiches, salads, Tex-Mex. So we do it all.
Yeah, you do it. You do it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
How bad did COVID hurt y'all's business? Were y'all closed very long?
Yeah, we had a governor mandated shutdown where we could only do curbside or to go for what was it, a couple months, 2 months?
It was like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that obviously put us down on our knees for a little while.
Yeah.
But the rest of 2020 kind of leveled out, and since the first of the year, we've been cooking. Yeah.
Been slinging it.
Yeah.
So interurban, that's where I didn't get to see it. I was going to go down there, but y'all were busy and I was busy, and I just couldn't get there. So I told you this year I'd come a little earlier, so I could actually go to it. It'd be neat.
Yeah.
But I know I've eaten a taco from there. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But it was very good.
Yes, sir.
So how do you change the menu a lot at interurban, or do you have a standard menu, then you switch it out with different dishes, or what?
Yeah, we do. We'll probably do biannual. We'll change out the menu and add a few things, and we'll just run a report. Whatever we're not selling, it drops off. Whether your grandma, your mama, your daddy likes it or not, it has to go.
It has to go.
We got to make room for the new items. Yeah.
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 So you go ahead.
And so in between that time, we run daily specials to kind of get ideas for new food items, and that's how the steak tacos that we're going to talk about kind of came to fruition. Just run it and see how people like it.
Everybody loves tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves tacos. So you also have some food trucks.
Yes,
I just
sir.
want to touch on that. You're going to be at the Texas Food Truck Championships in Graham.
Yep.
And that's next month.
Yeah, June 5th.
I was going to say June 5th. I got that one down. It's close enough I can remember that one.
Yes, sir.
That's always a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's where I actually met you the first time.
Yes, sir.
So talk about that. Y'all gonna be out there, and I know they've got Whiskey Myers. That's gonna be a big deal. I mean, it's so close to Fort Worth. It's close to Fort Worth and close to where y'all are. I mean, it's going. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the city y'all live in. The city y'all live in,
Chickasha.
and that is 2 hours from. Well, you said 3, but I say about 2.5.
Yeah,
it's not that far from here.
No,
How far is it to Graham from Chickasha?
Oh, it's I'd say 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just south of Wichita Falls. So it's right down the road for us.
Yeah, we get there pretty quick from here.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
we hook down there, but that was a big. I've been there 3 times. It's a big event. But this year with Whiskey Myers will be huge.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's going to be bonkers.
Yeah, but they're actually putting Whiskey Myers over in the convention center.
Is
that what they do?
Anytime they have a concert, they'll have the food truck downtown at the square.
Right.
Then you go out to the convention center and watch the concert.
What drives that? You said it's a bank that drives that?
Yeah, I think it's a bank, and the Chamber of Commerce are who we deal with, and just a ton of people helping run that thing. So
and the community got behind it too. Because they closed down the whole square, and it pretty much shuts down their downtown. And every time we've been down there, all the local business owners, everything seem very supportive, and it kind of interrupts their business a little bit, I would think. But they know it's overall beneficial for the community.
Well, I think I was just fixing to say I like that because like we do the Red Dirt in Tyler, the Red Dirt Barbecue Fest in Tyler, and been doing that, and they fence it off. They put the fences up on the curbs right in front of all the businesses, so the businesses don't get any benefit from it at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, but I like it because the one in Graham, they don't do that. I mean, if you're feeling tired, you want to go in and get something else to eat or do whatever because it gets hot out there sometimes.
Very hot.
The first year I was there, it was blistering hot. Oh wait, you got hot in the trailer, didn't you, one year?
Yeah, one of my employees about passed out, so we had to shut her down. I mean, it's not worth her, going to the hospital over that. We gave her some water and said, "All right, we're closing down for the day."
Yeah, it's when there's no air circulating at all. Then it's just
it don't matter how many air conditioners you have on there. That grill,
no, can't keep up. It's a small confined space.
Oh yeah,
it's impossible.
Whatever it is outside, it's about another 15 degrees inside.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all got some other things too. So you got Interurban. And you got food truck. What are the name of the food trucks?
So we call them the Express food trucks. So
right.
initially we started off with the Herb Express,
Right.
URB Express, and went to the state fair. Won Oklahoma State Fair 3 years in a row with our hot dog.
Right.
And then we had a local guy that really wanted to do something with us, and he got a group of guys together and helped us, and we purchased a brand new 2020. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest food trucks around. And it's a really nice truck. It has everything. It's got bells and whistles on it.
Is that the one I saw? Is that got a blue wrap or something on it?
It has an awning. It's red and white and gray.
Red, white,
it has
and
an
gray,
awning
okay.
on it. It has a TV, TV on the monitor on the outside, lights, train horn. It's got everything on it.
Train horn.
Oh yeah,
Got the train horn.
You blow the train horn?
Josh does. That's his toy.
Yeah, that's me. All day.
All day.
Yeah.
Well, that causes attention, right?
Oh yeah.
You got to cause attention.
Yeah, unless you're like at a livestock show, you don't do it there.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, no,
you'll scare the hell out of them.
that would not be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they're walking the livestock around. That would not be good.
Bull.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Yeah.
All right, so you have what's the menu like on that truck?
So the truck is mainly burgers, grilled chicken sandwiches,
Right.
chicken breasts, and we do a really good cheese and bacon fry, which you had our honey pepper bacon.
That was good.
And then we do the hot dog, which is the honey pepper bacon dog. That's the award winner.
Yeah.
We recently added calf fries to it.
Oh.
So we get a lot of that, and cheese curds. We do a little cheese curds too.
I love cheese curds. Hey, have y'all heard any? You're not gonna believe this. You ever heard anybody eating Rooster balls?
No.
That's a thing?
Yes.
Like a real thing?
I saw it, yeah. I was reading a deal about this people that were making Rooster balls, and the guy said you can eat a whole bunch of them, and they were good. I'm like, listen to me. I'll eat a lot of stuff. I don't know if I'm going to eat a Rooster ball. They didn't tell him they were Rooster balls.
Yeah, I didn't.
They didn't tell him.
No, that was a thing.
They can't be very big. Was it like little boba? I mean,
you gotta have a whole wheelbarrow full to fill me up.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what size they
roosters?
are? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you do calf fries.
Yes,
You
sir.
serve with gravy?
We do spicy ranch, and we also carry cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
What's the difference between ranch and? I mean, what is the sales difference like? Average between difference between ranch and cocktail sauce?
It's more ranch.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, we do a spicy ranch. It goes really well with it.
I think people put ranch on everything in Texas and
Oklahoma
Oklahoma
too. Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma.
we call
Louisiana.
it Oklahoma gravy.
Oklahoma gravy. That's a good one. That's a good one.
If you could find a way to deep fry ranch, you'd be a millionaire.
I'm surprised somebody hadn't done it yet at the Texas State Fair or any state fair.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how big is Oklahoma State Fair? Is it as big as Texas?
No. I wish.
You wish?
It's really a great fair. I mean, it's a big fair, and the people that run it are great. We've gotten to know them really well, and they're awesome people. But I don't think anything matches up with how big Texas is. I hate saying that because I'm from Oklahoma, but Texas has got it going on as far as the state fair.
Well, Texas and Oklahoma now. I really want. I'm there every week because my ranch is right up there on the border in Idabel. So I'm in Oklahoma every week. So I mean, I think a lot of people go to Oklahoma now, especially if you like to gamble.
Yeah,
so,
Broken Bow. Down there in
Broken Bow is beautiful.
Hochatown. There's a lot of visitors from Texas.
Broken Bow.
Yeah.
Oh boy, like tell every business.
Yeah,
yeah. You'd think they had printers back there. It's the truth though. You're right. It's beautiful up there.
It is.
Yeah.
Hochatown. That name just cracks me every time I hear it on the radio.
I know.
There could be a lot of memes out of that.
Yeah.
That's some good whiskey.
We'll keep it PG.
What?
It's a Hochatown. They got their own distillery. They make
do they?
Hochatown whiskey. Yeah.
Oh, now I see. I didn't know that.
We better get paid for that plug.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out. That sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. All right, so you got some other companies you're doing. Zach, you are doing. I started to call you Josh. Zach, you are doing.
Well, we also have a military and patriotic themed clothing company as well. We started back in 2016, and we make our own shirts, but we also carry like Grunt Style and Oscar Mike, Black Rifle Coffee. I call it kind of a men's boutique,
Yeah.
Pretty much we try to support everything veteran and operated
right.
we carry in that store. Then we split off and started doing a graphics company as well, which is kind of self-serving because we're going to be printing our own shirts, embroidering our own hats, stuff like that.
So is it a storefront or is it online?
Both.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it storefront there in Chickasha?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, y'all just must be renting the whole damn downtown out.
Yeah.
Feels like it.
So when I was there, you had some empty spaces there. If spaces filled up after COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
They sure have. Yeah. There's a new boutique. Tammy's. I think it's Tammy's Bling. Yeah. Tammy's Bling. She moved in. Yep. Then you have a brewery, which you saw.
I like that place. That was cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So where is y'all's shop in relation to where I was?
It's a little further south.
Okay.
It's on that main street that goes through town, but it's a little further south, a couple blocks south.
So how are y'all keeping track? Because you got interurban, you got food trucks. Now I know the championships is only once a year, so that can that come and go. But is interurban open during food trucks, or do you shut it down?
No, it's open.
It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So are you concentrating more on the food on the clothing side, and you're more on the food side? Is that what you're doing?
Correct.
Well, this is a recent thing. Normally, we've just kind of been both of us just doing it both.
Yeah.
And it's like herding cats. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand why. If you can concentrate, if you can take your concentrate on one thing, it's going to be a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's how we're.
So you're doing the clothes. Are you doing the food trucks too, or just the interurban?
Yeah. We have a really good team. Our restaurant. I got a great managers on board, and our food trucks we have two people that know what they're doing when they're running it. I just kind of step in. We have big festivals and things like that. I'll go and work with them, make sure that everything runs smooth.
Is Chickasha still growing?
Oh yeah, big time.
So what's the major source of income people around there? I know I saw a lot of farms when I was driving through there, but
yeah, the number one employer is the hospital, I believe.
Okay.
There's a lot of big manufacturing plants.
HSI Sensing. And,
There's a dog food plant.
Dog food.
Yeah, I mean there's
trailer manufacturers.
There's a lot of Hart and Cimarron trailers and what's the
a lot of weed shops too.
Oh really?
Oh
yeah. Every corner.
There's
Are you serious?
There's probably a minimum of 20 20 weed shops. And
God, I can't, you know.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah, whatever, you know, if they can get it done, then
well,
get after it.
Colorado's making billions. Yeah. I mean, billions.
Yeah.
Talk about printing money. They're printing money.
As long as they're paying sales tax, it is what it is.
Yeah. And, you know, the funny thing is that on that business, they can't put the money in the bank because it's not fairly dealed. So they're having to keep that. Oh, my Lord.
Yep.
I have a guy I met that he's a Navy SEAL, and he's got a security firm. And he's got a bunch of retired Navy SEALs, and they get paid to guard a bunch of the places out there and transfer the money and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge business for him. Huge. Yeah. And he said you wouldn't think, but they fight off cartels all the time because they want to come in and tear the farms and stuff down from there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
You know, they're fixing to pass that law here in Texas. Anybody can carry a gun. You talk about Wild West. We're going to be back to Black Bart days on Main Street. Better be careful who you honk out on the road, boy.
I bet. Yeah, I know. Exactly.
All right, so we're going to roll a video here about supporting local, and as y'all know how important supporting local is, and we're going to bring some of your tenderloin tacos in.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about those.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to roll that video. Hi, I'm Trey Chapman, publisher of Trey's Chowdown and host of Trey's Chowdown Live, a weekly TV show and radio podcast highlighting chefs, restaurants, and deliciousness. The restaurant and service industry is in big trouble due to COVID-19, and they could really use your help. While restaurants and service operations may look normal, they are far from normal. So many restaurants, food trucks, burger spots, barbecue joints, bars, and taverns are literally going broke by the hour and might get worse. So I'm asking everyone to help out the simplest way they can, and that is to please buy and shop local. Whether you're dining in, taking out, or get delivery, you are helping out your local businesses tremendously. Mom and pop owners, chefs, restaurants, and all of our service folks will be so very thankful that you're helping in this difficult time. Oh, and be generous on the gratuity when possible. Thank you so much, and thanks for supporting local. I can't talk about it enough. Every week I talk about supporting local, and it's all over my social media. It's just super important to me that everybody supports local. These people work so hard. You know, most of the restaurants and food trucks and everybody are one owners or two owners, and sometimes it's a family. And it's just important to support local, like Josh and Woody.
That's right.
I like that name better than Zach. All right, so here are the tacos right here. I want to show them. We're going to look at these tenderloin tacos. That meat was so good when you were cooking this morning in the kitchen. That smelled so good, and that taco was just tender. Mm-hmm. Make a bulldog break his chain.
There you go.
It's got that culinary jingle I like, which is called deliciousness.
There you go.
So tell me how you got the inspiration from these.
So my family and I went on vacation in Panama City Beach last summer, and we were at a little Mexican restaurant there on the pier, and they had a sirloin burrito.
Right.
Man, I went back twice, so it was the only restaurant we ate twice at.
Yeah.
And we loved it. And so I got back home, got to the restaurant. I didn't have any 12-inch tortillas, so I made tacos out of it, and I just kind of did my own flair with it. And I did our spicy ranch on here, which is, you know,
it's good.
It's a great ranch. So we just do pepper jack cheese. We do grilled onions, peppers, and we do a sirloin, a little 6-ounce sirloin. And we chop it up and cook it how they like. So medium rare is kind of how we push it.
Yeah.
But you can get that boot leather if you want it, I guess.
Well, we talked about that. I think that, and I say this all the time, man. I think if you go past medium rare, you take the flavor out of the steak.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I don't care how much seasoning you put on there. It's like I had a thing. I don't know if you saw. I had a thing on my social media that said, if you put A1 on your steak, it lowers your credit score.
Yeah.
I didn't think it's going to take off. I think it took off and had wings of its own.
Oh yeah.
But I think when A1 was invented because meat was rancid. I mean, it was during the Civil War, and meat was rancid. They had to have a way to make flavor and make it taste good.
Yep.
Now we got ranch.
Exactly.
Just ranch and meat. So what you have some? I saw you put some spices on here too.
Yeah, we have our own grill seasoning that we make it in Urban. It's a little mixture of everything. I can't tell you. I have to tell you, but it's really good seasoning. Put on our burgers, our steaks, our chicken. We do a little bit of everything with it.
So how'd you come up with your spice? Just tinkering?
No, it's been an urban recipe for since they opened. So I stuck with it. I do a lot of Head Country seasoning too. Head Country's out of Oklahoma,
right?
And we love using their barbecue sauce, and we use their seasoning as well. On our food truck, I really stick to Head Country seasoning. In the restaurant, I stick to this seasoning.
Man, that's good meat.
That's CAB sirloin. It's good stuff.
That's good. How'd you buy Interurban? Did he sell it to you? I mean, did he need to sell it, or what was it?
No, so there's other Interurban locations at the main.
Okay.
Yeah, so the founders of Interurban still have 3 locations. So I was with Interurban for about 7 years, and I called him one day and said, "Hey, you wanna go in on this restaurant with me?" And he was like, "I'll get back to you." And because he was with New Balance, he's been a big retail guy, so he sold shoes for Al Bundy over here. He sold shoes for a while, and
didn't have a pay though.
Al Bundy.
So,
that's funny.
And so he decided to come on board with me, and we opened up 2 Interurbans within a year of each other. And I mean, we had one open for 5 years down further south of Chickasha and Duncan, and we closed that in 5 years. And Chickasha, we've been going for 7 years now, and we love the community. We love what we represent, and we're just the founders of Interurban are some of the best guys, and you'd run through a brick wall for them.
Where are the other locations? You know?
So so we're in Chickasha. We have one in Norman, Oklahoma. Have one in Edmond. Have one in Yukon. There's also one in Ardmore, which is closer to here.
Yeah.
And that's a franchisee as well.
Right.
And then there's one in Tulsa, downtown Tulsa. It's Baxter's Interurban.
Okay.
And then we have another gentleman by the name of Bain Brooks. If you guys are from Allen or Dallas, Texas, he has a restaurant called Two Rows.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of he's an Interurban guy too. Kind of same menu as us, and we have the honey pepper bacon is what we're known for.
Yeah. So are all the Interurbans that they have, because some of the franchise restaurants nowadays have got a menu that's the same everywhere, and then they have the store menu. They have different items on the chef driven menu. Are y'all like that, or does every store have all the same things?
Well, the ones that are still owned by the founders, they're all the same menu, but the franchisees are able to modify their menus to tailor them better to the community they're in. And that's kind of where we're at. We're at about probably 50% what's on the rest of everybody else's menu, but then we've done some of our own things as well.
Well, that's good, because every community is different.
Yeah, it's big time different. Within 30 miles is different.
Yeah.
Because we can't serve things in Chickasha that they eat in Chickasha and Norman, and they can't do what we can do in Chickasha. So, we have southern fried catfish, we have hamburger steak, chicken fried chicken, things that they don't serve in Norman.
Man, I love chicken fried chicken.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
I love fried catfish too.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything fried.
Yep.
I'd probably, Grady Spears, Chef Grady Spears, celebrity chef Grady Spears. He's got Horseshoe Hill here anyway. He's got, big time. But one time we were at an ABC event I was doing. He was frying up this chicken fried steak. He did a big, huge chicken fried steak, a little bigger than this, with eggs and cream gravy and stuff on it, with cowboy biscuits, his homemade cowboy biscuits. Mm-hmm. And I said, man, that sure tastes good. He says, if I fry it, I can make shoe leather with butter and salt and a fryer taste good. He was saying just fried food just is just good.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Salt and pepper. What else is on the menu in Interurban besides that?
Oh,
what's your best seller?
Man, we sell over 100 burgers a day. So our burgers are a big deal. We also do a burger day on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
So all of our burgers are marked down to $6.50. You get a half-pound burger and a side for $6.50. We'll sell anywhere from $300 to $600 on Tuesdays.
Do y'all make your patties by hand, or do you have patties come
No,
in?
Oklahoma City Meat Company. Out of Oklahoma City, they make all of ours, and I mean it's an Interurban burger.
Yeah.
It comes in fresh. It's a great burger.
That's awesome. So what do you like about Interurban the most? What attracted you when y'all started doing it? What was your favorite thing about it?
Well, the food. I mean, look at me. I like to eat. Well, no. When I was going to college at UCO in Edmond, they had an Interurban there. Right. And before I even knew I was going to be involved with Interurban, that was my favorite place to eat while I was going to college. So then, Josh started working at it, and I came off deployment in 2011, and he called me and said, hey, you want to do this? And like I said, I thought about it for a little bit, and I quit New Balance and started waiting tables for Interurban, and here we are. So
how did you? And this is why I love talking to people, getting them in that seat. How did you make the jump? Because there's a big jump. Listen, you can make a jump from a bar to a restaurant. You can make a jump from several other things. But to make from shoes to a restaurant, that's a totally different aspect of business relation. Now, I know you're still selling something, but still everything else about it's different. So how'd you decide to make that leap?
Just leap of faith. I had pretty much progressed as far as I was going to progress in the career with where I was at. So it was just time to do something different. And, Josh had always said good things about the founders in Urban and working for the company and everything. And, we decided to go off on our own.
Yeah.
And he's always wanted to own his own business before I knew, what was going on in his life and his future. He wanted to be a business owner. And and I knew eventually we'd do something retail.
Right.
And I've been pushing him for that for years. And we finally have the means to do it. And that's why he's doing what he loves, and I'm doing what I love. And
neither of us could do it without the wives behind us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We better give them a plug.
They're super understanding. Because it's a lot of hours. We're away from the families a lot. And
wait, your whole expression changed. You said they're super understanding.
Yeah.
Like you've been in some battles about it before.
No, it's just frustration. Away from the house, away from the kids. But my wife actually works for us at Urban as well, so she knows what's going on. And then Josh's wife has been with us since the beginning, so she knows everything too. So they're just really
it's a family affair.
Yeah,
a true family affair.
Yeah, his wife Kim is pretty much our bulldog. She gets things done around in Urban, and we couldn't do it without her. And my wife is an RN. She works in the hospital, so she works in the emergency room there in Chickasha and Duncan sometimes. And it's just. It's hard for him. I mean, it's just like when we were in the military. It's hard for her when I was in the military.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a lot. Restaurant owners they know exactly what we're dealing with. It's hard to be at every kid game and you have to battle to make sure that your restaurant's taken care of and your family's priority. And that's a lot of bar industry, restaurant industry, food trucks. You sacrifice a lot.
You do sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
But you sacrifice, but at the same time you can reap the rewards as long as you take care of business.
Exactly.
Man, I traveled when I was in the restaurant business. I was literally never home. I mean, I was never home. It was traveling. It's rough.
Yeah.
And if a restaurant's open, if you serve breakfast and it's open from 6 to 2. Guess what? There's only a 4-hour swing there. Yeah. And if you've got to cover a shift in the morning or if you've got to be there to train people, you don't really get any sleep. I mean, you can go down and take a little nap, but what is that going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
If you go to sleep for only 2 hours,
it makes it worse. Yeah. 100%.
You better grab a energy drink and get back on that horse, baby.
That's right.
Saddle up.
Yeah.
My dad used to say, saddle up.
That's gonna be a tough ride.
That's gonna be a ride. My dad used to tell me stories because we had meat companies too. We had 2 meat companies, and my granddad used to send my dad in trucks to deliver meat. Our route was Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and then we would go to Houston and New Orleans in East Texas, right? He would make Dad get in the truck, and Dad said, I'd be so tired. I couldn't sleep. He said, there's no air conditioner at that time. These are my granddad was strictly low-cost operator for everything. The 18-wheelers, no air conditioner back at that time, right? Dad said he would have to be slapping himself and singing himself. He said, but he said he didn't dare stop and sleep or go. He said Granddad wouldn't have any of that. My dad started us working when we were 4 or 5 years old, cleaning toilets and stuff in restaurants. He said, you're going to learn.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
I have a 13-year-old son. I have a 7-year-old daughter and almost a 3-year-old little boy.
Oh, well, I married my wife 3 years ago, and I inherited two wonderful girls. Okay. So I went from bachelor to stepdad to 2 teenage girls, and it was a culture shock.
Yeah, that's something. I tell you, you just got a great. Has anybody ever painted? He's got a great character face, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
he really does.
Wait, is that a fat joke?
No, it's a character joke.
Caricature.
Character, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as soon as you said what you used to do in the shoe business, now I get the apparel business because that's you'll be very good at that.
Where that kind of all spawned from was we was going to all these fairs and festivals and food truck, and we're seeing people wearing the clothing brands that we recognize that we'd wear, former military and stuff like that, but we knew they were only online. So we decided to kind of bring that physically to these locations. We're going there anyway. Might as well haul a food truck and haul a trailer,
right?
And sell that apparel. And then
what's the motto? What's your motto? feed them and
clothe them.
feed them and clothe them.
Which motto? I got several.
Wait. He had a deer in the headlight look there for a minute. I'm like, well, I don't know, man. Wait a minute. Thank you for a second.
That's right.
Feed them and clothe them.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's what everybody does. I'm getting moved. We're going to be moving soon, but we're doing a whole. I've had people ask us for merch for a long time. We've got some cool, catchy shirts we're going to do, and we got one. Trey made me eat it. It's just some crazy things like that. And we're excited about the merch line because we've had so much. People love merch. Yeah. They really do. They love merch, especially if keep it around $20. It just seems to.
Well, they love you too. So.
Yeah, well,
they really do.
I hope somebody does.
They do, man.
I know one woman does, at least for now.
Yeah.
Depending on the day.
Yeah.
Or what you've done.
Yeah. My dad used to say it's better to ask for permission than, forgiveness and permission, but that doesn't always work that way. No, that's not good. No. I used to think it was good when I was younger. Yeah. Now I don't want to skin that bear anymore.
Yeah. You know better.
I know better. Yeah, trying to put your hand in a tiger cage. So what do y'all got coming up that's going to be exciting? So for besides the food truck championships, y'all are going to be at Texas Food Truck next month. I know that.
Sir. Yep.
Are you taking the truck? Any apparel down there?
No, just a truck.
Just truck.
Yeah, we have that. Next weekend there's a huge. Trey Chapman, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not. There's a music concert. In Fort Sill next Saturday. So our food truck's gonna go there. They announced it already. Yeah, Trey Chapman.
Trace Adkins.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
He's great. I saw him in Iraq.
Yeah.
He came all the way over there and sang for us in Iraq.
Yeah.
He's great.
Josh got to hear him in Mosul, and then by the time he got to where I was at, his voice had given out on him, so he couldn't do the concert. But that guy said, "I can't sing to you, but I'll sign all the autographs you want." He probably stood in line 6-7 hours and signed all the autographs. If you came up, he was doing it.
Oh, that's awesome. Did they play his music at all? Could they play his music? Okay.
Yeah, he was singing Honky Tonk with Donkin Donk in the middle of the most dangerous city on the planet of the Earth, on top of a trailer.
You got to see Kelly Pickler
Was he really?
Yep.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was singing. It was.
It didn't bother him?
No, we're all out there in the middle of Mosul, and he's just rocking out, man. We was on base, but it's still pretty bad stuff out there.
Yeah, but it's not. That's you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And we also saw. So I was going to a concert, and Kid Rock was there. So Kid Rock came and supported us, and I noticed this guy walking through the cafeteria, and I just like, man, this guy looks just like a roadie. It was freaking Zach Brown. Oh, and it was when he just came out. Had no clue who he was.
Yeah,
and they sang "Sweet Home Alabama," the best thing I've ever heard in my life. It was great.
Kid Rock is awesome.
He is.
I've always liked him.
He's a good supporter.
He acts like an old farm boy, but now he's got plenty. He's got plenty now. He's doing good. Mm-hmm. You better watch out in that water there, cowboy. Did you drink a lot last night or something?
Nope.
I drink a lot of water too.
I just like Minion water.
Yeah. Those Minions. I love those Minions, man. They're funny. So you're gonna be. So what are y'all gonna serve at the? What's gonna be your menu at Texas Championships?
So we'll do our full menu, but the menu item that we're pushing is this right here.
Okay.
This is gonna be our menu item that we're pushing for the grand prize of a total of $10,000 is what they're pushing out.
That's right. They give away $10,000 out there, right?
Yeah, total. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yep.
I've never. Do they have judges out there?
Yeah, they have judges.
I've never met that group out there at all. I just go out there, do my business, and do what I got to do. That's a great. It's flavorful. It's flavorful. It's savory. It's cheesy. It's meaty. That thing is just a great taco. It's got all the elements.
Yes, I agree.
As far as a dish, it's got all the elements. Are you just is that what because that's you're going to get judged on just a taco?
Yeah,
there's no corn or anything.
Yeah, you can only do one item.
Okay, one item. Okay, one item.
Yeah,
that's kind of what y'all do. Yeah, the food truck championships. Okay, yeah. Well, that's going to be exciting. And that's next month, and I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, are you? Okay.
I'm coming out there. You better have one ready.
See me. All right.
I better have a taco ready.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so when is your store open retail now?
We moved in 2 weeks ago. We're slowly getting. We've been open. We've had a retail shop since 2016. Yeah. But we just moved to hopefully our forever home. It's about 3.5 times the space.
Right.
So now we're filling out, getting it set up. We also have created an outdoor eating area. It had this place we got into had a fenced-in area with a carport. Uh-huh. So we put patio tables, some string lights, and we're actually inviting food trucks down every day of the week to come set up and pedal some food and drive some traffic. So we have the clothing shop, the graphic shop, and on the end we have a barber. like a men's barber, like straight razor kind of barber.
Yeah, he's legit. He cuts both of our hair.
Y'all are just a one-stop shop, aren't you?
We're trying to be.
Now hang on. You're gonna feed them, clothe them, and shave them, and cut their hair.
There you go.
Well, specific shaving, not everything.
Yeah, he doesn't do Brazilians. Yeah. I tried it.
So what all is actually it? You're not selling shoes in store. You're just selling. You sell hoodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have hoodies, T-shirts, ball caps, Black Rifle Coffee, and I've got some work boots, combat boots, knives. Just kind of, like I said, a men's boutique kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Not selling guns.
Not yet. I'm working on that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Oh, I have my FFL.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That'd be something, won't it?
Trying to. We actually sell ammo in the shop too. We started that about a year ago, and if you can find it anyway, we try to sell it.
Yeah, if you can find it, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard right now. That is, with what's going on, crazy.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about any of that. So what else is going on in Chickasha besides that? I know when y'all they were working on a bunch of new exciting stuff when I was there. Yeah, and I love the town. That diner I was at.
Yeah, J&W Grill.
Oh, well, I love that diner.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
We love them.
Yeah. That counter looked like it had been there for 50 years.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah. I love little diners. The character. And I'm going to tell you something. They were cramming them in there.
Yeah.
Well, they were all looking at Jan and I was in my cowboy hat shoes and her. They were all looking at us. Every time I look at them, I'd be eyeing at us. Boy, they knew we were from out of town.
Yeah, this guy looks different.
Yeah, he looks a lot different.
Yeah.
But they sure shared that post. That post went viral. It was great.
Yeah, Brandy is the one that runs that. And you can go in there 1 year and order something. She'll know it 3 years later. Just, hey, you got that? Blah blah blah. And we love Brandy.
It's just that country good Southern cooking, man.
Yep.
I loved it.
Yep. Yeah.
All the flat grill. Mm-hmm. You just can't beat a flat grill.
No.
Mm-hmm. That's why the winners, flat grills. My winners on my hamburgers. They get that crusty edge around the side of them. I think broiling a burger is just not the same as doing that crusty edge on the flat grill for me.
Char on, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, you should next time you go in October, you need to get an onion burger from there. That's what they're known for.
Is that what they're known for?
Yeah, yeah.
I was eating breakfast.
Yeah. You just got breakfast. You can get the onion burger in you.
Good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Well, I want two.
Maybe. You got to save room for the food trucks. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because I told Jana when I was halfway through that judging, I said, "Man, we shouldn't have eaten that big breakfast up there."
Yeah.
I act like I can eat, but it mounts up, man. It starts compacting and
it's one bite,
man.
One bite.
Yeah, but if something's really good, I can't do just one bite.
Yeah.
I can't let it go if it's really good.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's hard.
That's just hard, man. So what's is Go Cajun? How are they doing?
Go Cajun, they're doing great. They set up in Newcastle, Oklahoma a lot. We're trying to get them to our new spot. We currently told them about our new spot, and we're going to try to get them in Chickasha a little bit more. They come out to the golf course every once in a while, and they're rocking. They're doing a good job.
That's awesome.
They almost didn't come to the food truck championship. I had to entice them. Like,
did you really?
I said, because they were brand new. I said, hey guys, I
got
got a food truck.
That's what they told me that. Yeah.
I said, just make sure you bring enough food because you run out. But they brought all they could bring, and they still couldn't. It's just a lot of people. We did. I always go to the food trucks and ask them what the sales were, so I can see if we can compensate that for the next year or if we need to take away.
Yeah.
And over 150,000 in sales.
Yeah.
In one day in Chickasha, Oklahoma.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
That's nuts, bonkers. Yeah.
Well, I remember y'all also had didn't you have an app too?
Yeah.
There was a live app, right? You had with that thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? Yeah. It was. I think it was the first year, right?
Y'all the first year we did it, and we did that because we created a new category, a prize category of fan favorite.
Right.
So we use that app so people go in and vote for their favorite truck. And
that's right.
That's
right. We were standing there watching it click on the screen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that worked out pretty cool.
Yep. We just need more service because you get all that amount of people in one place. It's hard to get the internet going like it has to go.
You ought to get AT&T to sponsor that thing and have them bring out those temporary deals.
I agree.
That's what I would do if I were you.
Yep. Won't have an issue.
No, you won't have an issue. I'm sure they'll be happy to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've had really good luck getting sponsors. The city backs us. They give us some tourism money to help for prize money and put it on, and all the local businesses for the most part jump on board and they take really good care of us to try to get this thing going.
Yeah, they backed us up tremendously, and we're lucky to have the community back us up and realize that this is something that is going to help Chickasha. We actually 2 years ago before COVID, we won the event of the year in Chickasha at our chamber banquet. So we're pretty excited about that. You know, we really didn't expect that because Chickasha is also known a home of the Festival of Light, and it's one of the biggest. It's top 10 in the nation of Christmas celebrations and lights, and I mean it has everything in there. So it's awesome.
You know, every time I say the name Chickasha, I just think to myself, if you want to see if somebody's drunk, ask them to say Chickasha about 3 times.
Yeah. Well, it's spelled. You know, there's a lot of towns in Oklahoma that are spelled a certain way but pronounced differently.
Right.
So Chickasha is Chickasha, and a lot of people say Chickasha.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a town right beside us. It's spelled Alex. They pronounce it Alec. And Miami, Oklahoma, Miami. So you know, it's just if you're from there, you know. If you're not, you know, you can tell.
That's how you know when someone's not from there,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they could ask me that when I sit in that diner. I'd have been hung.
Yeah. You're not from. You got shot.
Yeah. What are some other great restaurants down there in the downtown area, the Chickasha?
Oh, there's a couple. Crazy 8 Cafe's been there for a long time. It's just it's a family owned restaurant. They do a lot of fresh stuff, a lot of desserts that are fresh. Alexander Eats, they're brand new to downtown. They do a great job. BJ's Pizza, they're downtown. They're kind of catty corner from the brewery. And we have a couple more that they do La Fiesta. They're one of our buddies. Yeah. So you know, just a lot of Jake's Rib is known for Chickasha. If you've ever been to Jake's Rib, that's kind of that's a staple.
Woody over here is chomping at the bit to say something.
Well, I was going to say the thing about Chickasha is we don't have a lot of big chains because
right.
It's such a small. So
yeah.
All of our restaurants are locally owned and operated for the most part, and so they do a great job because they're representing themselves in the community.
Support local.
Support local everything.
But you know generally if and I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Generally, when someone's managing a business themselves, a family or whatever, and I'm not trying to down the big chains, but generally it's going to be a better operation. I mean, they've got skin in the game. They care about what's going on.
Yeah.
They have ownership in the business.
Yeah, and, so they're there.
And they're there.
When if you're an owner, you're not there. I mean, stuff's going to happen.
Absentee ownership does not work in a bar or a restaurant unless you are paying somebody a lot of money to do it for you or their partner or something. It just doesn't work.
Nope.
It just goes awry real quick.
Agreed. I mean, you can walk away for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And, you can I have friends, and you can get them cameras, look at all your stuff, but it's fine to look at it. But if you're not there to solve the problem, then having the cameras doesn't help you unless you're just trying to watch the tills.
Yeah. We have cameras. I mean, we probably have 30 cameras in our restaurant, and it helps us because we can, if somebody loses a card or somebody hits a car or there's money missing, we can just rewind it and look at what we need to look at. That's what we like it for, so we can help people.
Well, plus it should keep people honest somewhat.
Yeah, it does. We don't have
really had
issues.
an issue. Yeah.
It's funny because I'm doing TV now for years. You forget cameras are there, and so if once it's a lot of employees, sometimes they get lax and forget cameras there, and they may take money or whatever.
Yeah,
man, bam, right there, and they're like, oh crap, I forgot the camera was there. That's just realities of life.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you two'd be good for a reality show.
We've been saying that for years.
The boys at Chickasha.
Although it'd be bleeping a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all done really well today.
Yeah, we're paying attention. The military really ruined us with that.
Yeah, and I cuss a lot too. Don't come on. Sometimes my girlfriend just looks at me and goes, "What is wrong with you? Stop."
I've ruined my wife. She cusses more than I do now.
Yeah, she's a sailor.
I don't know. Sometimes when Jana says certain words, it's just sexy to me. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about social media handles for y'all, for the food trucks, for Interurban. So what are social media handles?
The Express Food Trucks is what you're going to look for on Facebook. And
hang on. So go right now if you're watching the show and like Express Food Trucks.
The Express Food Trucks. And then Instagram, it's the Herb Express.
The Herb Express.
Yeah.
The Herb Express. So that's
URB.
URB.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Interurban is just Interurban Chickasha?
Yeah, Interurban and Chickasha. Make sure you put that in because there's a lot of different Interurbans. We have Google. We've got a really good presence on Google. So if you're in there to give us a Google review, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I tell her about the time in my commercials and stuff. I said, just Google me because it's there's pages and pages of Google.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And they can just find everything they want to find on there. What about the clothing and apparel?
Two Vets Clothing Co. is what you'd find it on.
TwoVetsClothingCo.com?
Yep. Well, yes. TWO, TwoVetsClothingCo.com.
TWO, okay, Two Vets Clothing, okay. Because I want to be sure. As a matter of fact, I want you to text me because whenever we repost the show, I want to be sure I have that stuff for the thing. So, anything else we need to know about before Oklahoma Food Truck Championships? What's that one?
October 2nd.
October 2nd. But what's the social media handle?
OFTC.
Yep.
OFTC.
Yes, sir.
.com.
On Facebook,
it's
it's just
Facebook.
OFTC.
Oh, it's OFTC. Okay.
Yeah.
OFTC. Okay. All right.
Yeah. And that day they're also doing the Rock Island Arts Festival, which you saw down at the end of the road.
Oh yeah, on the end.
Yep. And then we had there's a bike ride, the Rock Island Ride. It's a huge bike ride that morning. It's kind of like the possum pedal at the Texas Food Truck Championship, but that's what they call it.
The possum pedal.
Yeah.
Listen, possums don't move fast.
No. Well, I guess
so. Why do they call it a possum pedal?
They call that area the Possum Kingdom.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That Graham area.
Guys, thanks so much, Josh, Woody.
That's right.
I'll
snake in my boot.
Yeah, for snake in my boot. I will see y'all next month.
Yes,
then
sir.
I'll see you at the Oklahoma Food Truck Championships.
Yes,
Can't wait. Same time next week, same channel. See y'all then. Adios.